Shalom.
Shalom, family.
Do we have a 501c3, the new sin in Israel?
This is going to be a very, very brief video. And for those of you who don't like this back and forth stuff, we agree with you. But we just wanted to do this really quick video addressing the new sin in Israel among our people, the big 501c3.
Okay. Well, first thing I want to say is no, we do not have a 501c3. The problem is you have many people that they look into the fact that we are a nonprofit, and that for some reason they think that all nonprofits are 501c3, and that's the biggest mistake. Tell them about what happened here.
Well, what's amazing is I remember years ago when we were doing a website for a city, and they didn't understand that being nonprofit doesn't mean that you are automatically 501c3. And so I actually had to do the research and send them a link showing them that having a nonprofit status does not mean that you are 501c3. The thing is, a 501c3 is very expensive to obtain.
That's right.
That's just another status within a nonprofit, but you have to apply for that. A nonprofit doesn't automatically get 501c3 status. You have to apply for that. And that's not something we need nor desire. But my thing is this, even if we did have one, so what? What's the big deal?
Yeah, what's the big deal?
What's the big deal? We don't need one, neither do we desire one. But it seems to be a big deal among our people if someone does have one.
Yeah.
The one thing that a 501c3 does, it allows you to apply for public money like grants and things of that nature.
Which we don't need none of those things.
Exactly. And if you get a grant, then that means you have to abide by certain laws and rules.
That's right.
That are set in place by the government.
That's right.
And so that's why a lot of churches and even a lot of Israelite camps filed for 501c3 status. Of course, there's more to it than that, but a lot of organizations apply for that so that they can get public money. Okay.
See, we didn't want that because we didn't want to be controlled by the government. We want to be able to say what we want to say without any control.
But we do have a nonprofit.
That's right.
Which a lot of organizations have a nonprofit. You can have a book club and establish a nonprofit.
That's right.
But you don't have to have a 501c3. Any amount of research, if people would just take the time to do some research. Yep. We've been in business for a long time. Ever since I've known my husband, even before we were married, we were dating, we were into business, and we were researching the best way to set up your corporation. Before we got into nonprofits years ago, we used to do just regular LLC or whatever, depending on what we were doing. Yeah. When we were in real estate, it was advised that we do LLC, okay?
That's right.
But we're giving this brief lesson is because, you know, right now there seems to be a plethora of people. Oh, we're exposing Wasserman reports. They're 501c3. Did you know that they're a big deal if we were? So what if we were? What now? Yeah.
We're not though, because matter of fact, here's the proof. If you go to the IRS website and type up 501c3, you'll see a link that says, you see a tab that will say exemption requirements for 501c3 organizations. Now on the left side, there's a link that says other nonprofits. Read the link there because the link tells you there are many, many nonprofits that are not 501c3, and that's what we have. We're one of those other nonprofit organizations. We don't have a 501c3. We don't need a 501.
Neither do we desire one. It's not necessary. But the reason we're pointing this out too is because a lot of Israelite camps, some of them do have one. Okay, and we don't advocate for 501c3. But what is the big deal? We're more concerned. We're more concerned about the other things that people are doing to defile the name of Yah.
Yeah.
And it doesn't concern us if IUIC or ISUPK or any of these organizations have 501c3. It doesn't concern us.
Most people try to say, well, prove that you're in the Illuminati, that you're linked to the government, you're part of the government, you're a spy, you're what's the other? Not spy, you're agent because you got a 501c3. It's all of that kind of lingo. That's why, You know, people when they hear 501c, oh, send me that information. You know, just like when somebody actually put up a video, and they were saying that we have 501c3, and that's because they didn't do their research. And just like somebody trying to spread that lie, which is another lie, you know, same thing.
It's one of those things that we're saying. If we did big
research too.
You know, if you know anything about business or filing any type of paperwork with the government for the nonprofit or LLC or just incorporation or whatever, if you know anything about that, there are different statuses.
That's right.
You see, and our people are just fishing for things because we have nothing else better to do. The Most High says the harvest is plenteous, but the laborers are few. Because nobody is laboring in Yah's harvest. They're laboring trying to tear each other down.
That's right.
Let's see what I can do, what brother or sister I can destroy today. What lie can I put out today? What can I do over here to mess up somebody?
Yep.
So instead of laboring in Yah's harvest, trying to bring someone into the sheepfold, we are busy doing other nonsensical things. And the Most High is getting fed up with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He's getting fed up with it. No man or woman is without sin, but I find it very interesting that no one is trying to actually pull their brother or sister out of sin by delivering the truth and spreading the good news.
That's right.
It's like we are pushing people further and further away from the Most High because of this nonsense that goes on among the Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah. To me, it's really a shame, you know what I mean, that people are that hungry to try to find something the way you just digging and digging. Anybody can just put up any video. You know how they got a flying saucer in their house. I'm telling you, man, they got aliens back there. I'm telling you, man, that Watchmen reports, I saw a little alien rubber hand one time in the video. And they go, yeah. Oh, man, I'm about to expose them. You know? It's like, come on now. Let's be for real. Let's just be for real. Okay?
Well, guess what? We love you, family. We love you, but, you know, all of this little nonsense, we see it as the enemy is trying to distract us from the bigger picture. As always, many distractions to the point where when things go shebang and things happen, everybody's going to be caught off guard because we're just too caught up in foolishness and nonsense.
Yeah, foolishness and nonsense. And anyway.
Good night, family.
Good night. Shalom.